Hey guys, good evening. What's up? It's Kurt. Thanks for jumping in the live tonight, you guys. Hope your week's off to a good start, and I appreciate you taking the time to be here tonight. So tonight, you guys, we're gonna do some modern stuff if that's cool with you. So if you collect modern baseball cards, tonight's the night, man. We're gonna do some chrome. And I got a variety of little issues that we can work on tonight. So thanks, guys, for joining. I appreciate you being here. Hope you guys are having a good fall season too, man. It's here in Michigan. I tell you guys, like sometimes it's just little simple things, but it's like so beautiful out right now, you know. So I hope wherever you guys are at, if you're experiencing some fall, I hope you're enjoying it. But tonight, man, we'll do some Bowman stuff, and if anybody has any questions for me, feel free to hit me up. Sorry, guys, I'm just thinking here. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what do I want to do first here? So I think we're going to do... I haven't collected modern baseball in a long time. You know, I'm a big sucker for, you know, all the old greats that you guys see me work on. And I haven't got into new stuff in a while, but I'm pretty excited to mess around with it. So I am going to do that. And I'll show you guys some things tonight. So, like, here's what I'm thinking about. I want to show you guys a couple things. So, check this out. Hey, Robert, what's up, man? Hey, everybody. Thanks, you guys, for being here tonight. I appreciate everybody's time. So, check it out. We're going to do some 2024 Topps Chrome, and I just wanted to kind of, like, do a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? So, like... this one, you guys, tonight we're going to have to do a card soak. And I know that those are fun to watch, so we'll see how it goes. If you guys can see that imprint all the way down the card. So we got that. We'll do that tonight. And I see a quick question. You guys, I teach. If this is your first time watching my channel, thanks for being here, and I appreciate you being here. I don't work on the cards for you, but I'll teach you guys how to do it. You know, I'll teach you the things I know how to do. That's what I use like tonight for. Like tonight, I'll tell you guys something I get a lot is like stuff like this. Like, look at the word park. You see, like that like thumbnail mark in it. Can you guys see well tonight? Like I'm looking through my phone, but I just want to make sure it's like in good focus. So let me know if it looks good. But like, you know, and those things, like how many times do we see this stuff in the edge of cards? So it's either like just permanent, you just deal with it, or you try to figure something out. You know what I mean? Cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Because I can see it. The show would suck if you can't see it. And then, do you know what? Overall, if you guys collect, I got some good ones out of my box. I got a gold Mookie Betts, like a summertime in the park, looks cool. Then I got a Jackson Merrill rookie auto, you know, pretty, you know, sparkly. So got some cool stuff out of there. So it kind of made me excited to get into it. And overall, it was like really good. This was out of Topps Update. I don't know if you guys seen these heavy lumber. It's like literally a wooden card. It's Cal Ripken, so I thought that was cool as hell. So got that. But the card quality overall was pretty darn good. You know, I didn't find a lot of issues, but there were a few. All right. So like, let me show you like some of the other things I saw tonight. So like, if you see here, let's look at Jack. So like, if you look at his pitching shoulder, there's just like, it's just kind of dirty and kind of messy. And then there's those lines going across it. Ignore my fingerprint, you know, I was touching it, but like, you know, it's just, there was a couple, what was I looking at? Yeah, just kind of like those print lines. I don't know. I'm guessing that's a permanent thing, but I just saved it till I could join with you guys. Then let's see. What did I see here? See that little thing right there on that edge? I don't know what it is, but we'll see. That was one of the ones that stuck out. And I think a couple of these looked like the edges were like clipped or cut. Where was it? Okay, that's what... It's minor, but it's actually kind of like it would hold it back. Like, can you guys see that? Like the lip of the card? It's kind of like that. You see it? That thing. So I got that on the edge. So that was out of the box. So we'll see if we can fix that. And then there was another. These are really nice looking cards too, by the way. This was just noisy. And you see like those lines up by his face. I saw that. Kind of noisy next to Juan Soto's name. And I think this one had a edge issue as well. I can't remember. But that's what I was looking at, guys. So I figured, like, you know, obviously I know many collectors love modern products. So I just kind of always had the feeling lately that most card, I always had this like thought of like, you know, most card stuff on new stuff it's pretty good, you know, but sometimes there'll be permanent issues, and I just kind of didn't touch it for a little bit. So tonight's the night, man. Let's have fun with this stuff. And there's absolutely there's no other way I would know than to like soak a card when it has these imprints. And who's on here tonight that showed me this exact card yesterday? Somebody sent me this same card with the same, looks like it's like the caught in the pack or something like that same line. So that's what kind of motivated me to do this. So here's my experience, you guys, when it comes to soaking Topps Chrome. So this back, like Topps Chrome football cards. There we go. The Gem Farmer. There we go, man. See, this is, he showed me this and it was motivating because I'm like, oh yeah, I gotcha. Let's do it tomorrow night. So overall, the product was really good, but you're going to run into some weird issues, right? And so I'm just going to see A, if we can soak a Topps Chrome card. B, if it stays together and like goes well. C, if we can bump these things out. And then D, how does it dry? And does it come back with a nice texture? Or is it worth it? You know what I mean? So like, let's give it a shot. So when I soak a card like this, you guys, here's the why. The why is we have a very heavy plastic cover that's not going to do it's never going to budge. It's plastic, okay? But the back, you know, because we got a little soft layer of card there in the middle, and then, you know, we have a plastic covering on the back. So the card spray will go in, you know, when it works, it will go in and push these bumps up. It's kind of like hydraulic fluid. It will go in, push it up, and then we take the card out and nurse it back to dry and flat and smooth, and it's fun and it works, right? That's when it works. But there's a lot of things that could change. I mean, it might not work at all. So let's just give it a shot. And then what I want to do is, in order for this to be successful, the entire back of the card has to get wet. It will start creeping in, and it's got to go all the way in. It's got to fill the back up. And then I'll take it out and we'll start to dry it, and we'll just see if it's like splitting apart, if it's falling apart, is it doable, whatever, you know what I mean? So before you guys jump onto your good stuff, always test on base stuff, or just join me and watch me do stuff. You know, I'll show you guys everything I know how to do, you know. So just a sincere, you guys, peace and love to you guys for being here and joining. You guys are the best people to, you know, collect with and trade ideas with and do cool stuff with like this. So thanks for being a great crew. So what I'm using here, you guys, is my buddy Robert's on here. Robert, so feel free to say hi. Robert's cool with a great good card guy, and Robert also is crafty and makes stuff with 3D printing. So he made me these like soap bins, so you can like put a card in there. It just takes a little bit of card spray, and then it has like a little trap door on top, so it holds it in there nicely. So Robert, if you're on here, shout out, buddy. It looks really cool. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hold the card under, and I want to watch. While we're talking, you guys, I'm going to be watching because I want it to. Well, I think you guys get the idea of the lid. I thought the lid was cool. I guess I don't even really need the lid right now. I'm going to watch it. So while we're sitting here talking and working on another card, I am going to. Do you see? Hold on one second. Do you see how? Let me try to get a good angle for you guys. Okay. Moisture is starting to crawl in, so that's a good thing. If you guys can see it, it's starting to creep in. And I'm looking at it from the sides, and I don't see it splitting apart yet. So, and you see how it's getting a little bit lumpy up there? So, there we go. All right, let's just see if it works, man. That'll be fun, won't it? So, that's one. And I think we might have to do 2 soaks tonight. So, if that's cool with you, we might have to. But let's put that one there. And you guys want to mark the time, 10:09 on my side. And we'll we'll see how long it takes, because that's an important piece of data to have when doing a card soak. You don't want to leave it in for hours and hours, especially like this. I just want to get the entire back of the card equally saturated, push the bumps out, and get it out of there. There's no other reason for it to be in there. All right, so here's another one. There's Robert Cardsmith. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, Robert. Thanks for the soaking trays, dude. I dig it. They work very well. So then, you're right, guys. Pokemon collectors, don't soak a card like that. But Pokemon guys, I got good stuff for you. You just use a little bit of card spray, and then you hold the cards between these pads. If you guys ever want to see, let me say, hey, what's up, you guys? Happy Wednesday night to you. So if you guys ever want to watch a variety of stuff that's like just on demand whenever you want, go to what's it called? I'm trying to think of the word. YouTube? Yeah, that's it. One of these things. YouTube. I have a Kurt's Card Care channel, and all you gotta just press the playlist button, and it will drop down, and it will tell you. It'll be like corners, TCG playlist, edges, every little thing I know how to do that I think would be like, oh, cool. Let me show the fellas, or let me show the crew, or whatever. I always keep the videos there posted. All right. So, what up, you guys? Thanks for everybody for being here. Let me get back to it. I'm gonna show you something here. So, here's a picture I get a lot. So, the Shohei that I just put in there. Oh, thanks, you guys. You are too. I appreciate you guys being here. It's cool that you guys all are crafty people and you like to learn how to work on cards of all things. But hey, it's probably my favorite part of the hobby is making them look a little bit cleaner or better or back to the original. But I'll get pictures like this every day, you guys, and I'll be like, it kind of like is a big process to soak a card for something like that. But I imagine if it's like a really, really important card, and you have something like that, and you're like, I think I could fix it. I think that it might just be worth it, because I'll give you guys a couple examples. See that right there. Even though my this is kind of like the pocket knife, the do-it-all when it comes to edges and corners. But usually I'll get a card a little bit wet or in humidity and then use my card tool, because it will just help me kind of just almost sometimes if you see a good cement mat, like a person with cement that's using the trowel, and they're smoothing it out and everything's perfect and nice. That's almost how I visualize, I'll use the edge of the tool on stuff like that. But when you're dealing with a really heavy plastic card like this, or a heavy finish, I'm not going to give up in 2 seconds. I'll give you guys a fair swing at it, and all I'm doing is just kind of making contact over this thing right here and just trying to smooth it down, or a little bit like that. It's just not the right material. It's always going to be noticeable. So even though that I know that little things like that, it would be easy if it would just be oh, isn't there just a little thing I can do? Usually you're going to have to, through my experience, have to do the whole back, even if it's just a little bit. But while we're just here tonight, guys, what I wanted to try to do was, let's pick out one of these. There's nothing I can do to this. We are going to soak this card. But what I wanted to show you guys is a few key parts. There's nothing I can do to get that out of there without going in through the sides and top with card spray and pushing it out, hopefully. But you know what? Little things like this, little nail marks like that, are harder than big marks. So I took pictures of all this to document it. But this is a lot of pictures I'll get daily from the collecting community of guys saying, dude, this card is perfect. Everything is perfect. And I got one of those on the back. What do I do? It's tough, because sometimes it's a lot of work just to get something little like that out, Not really a lot of work, but a lot of time. So I'm not going to get anywhere just touching it, you guys. So let's just see if these little nail marks come out. It's tough because I find wider dents, wider hits, things like that come out easier because they take up more surface area. But when it comes to these little pesky little annoying things, and I put them all over it so we can test a lot of them. Here's what I did. I'll just show you just It's typically how those happen, right? Just, and I didn't want to make them obnoxious and like make them all over it because it's not very realistic. I wanted to do like realistic, so I just got my fingernails and just was like, you know, just doing stuff like that. So that's stuff that I see all the time on modern cards. And I think it's like, really, guys, a lot of times people will open up packs of cards and like, maybe it's because they're always doing it on the camera or phone or something like that. And they're doing, yeah, look at this, look at this. And then it's like you end up with claw marks all over the back. You know what I mean? So keep your fingernails cut short if you're going to work on cards. That's the last thing you want to do is be responsible for denting them up. But let's just give it a soak. We'll give it a try. But in the meantime, if it's cool with you guys, let's take a look. I want to teach you something or show you something. It's working really well. See it? This is the key part that I want you guys to see. Can you see it soaking in? And how long? That was quick. What time is it? 10:15. So that was 6 minutes, you guys. It crawled all the way to that center. And if you're looking at this going, what the hell are you talking about, dude? What I'm doing is, see my light right there, that wand? I'm highlighting how this is kind of like a donut here in the middle. I'm trying to get this card to saturate so we can get bumps out of the back. So if you just joined, hang out. It'll make sense. I promise. It'll make a little sense. I'll do my best for you. So that one's looking good. Let's just scoot that over. And since my buddy Robert sent me 2 card bends, let's use 2 card bends. And we're just using card spray to do this, you guys. Hey, Shell, you know what music it is? It's copyright-free music, so it won't be... Do you guys ever notice that? Like, I don't know if you guys ever make anything with music and try to put it somewhere and it will get pulled down. So my homie Michelle is asking me about music. But yes, I do have some elevator music on the background. But it's commercial free, so it should transfer over just fine. I always listen to music, you guys, when I do cards. And when I do the live, I don't. And I feel like I'm sitting here talking in this silent room. So at least with the music on, I feel like, I don't know what I feel like. So anyways, let's soak this card, all right? So we'll do this one, and we'll see if we can get all these indents out. So we got 2 of them tonight. Nail marks on the back here, and then this one. I just wanted to see if one of these cards would take a soaking, and it's doing just fine. Almost done. See that little island we got left? When that little island is full, we're going to go to step 2, 3, I don't know, whatever step we're on. But, so that's that. Yeah, this card spray I'll just save because this is a bottle that I just use it for new stuff, so I'll save it because it won't be dirty. But if I do a vintage card or whatever, dump it out because it will be gross, and then you'll get... I forget, I don't know if one of my buddies is watching on here. He was saving some of his card spray too long after vintage stuff. And he grew a science experiment and because he used it too much. So stay away from using the dirty card spray. All right, trust me on that one. So let me show you guys, what was a few of these. These seemed a little bit easier, but what I wanted to do is, while I'm watching these cards fill in here, I just want to see if I could get rid of any of these little light things that came on the surface. These Topps cards came out overall really good shape, but there's just kind of some of those scratches. More on these kind of specialty cards that came in there. These are called strokes. It's cool art, cool design, but they were just a little dirty out of the pack. So this is where stuff that's kind of fun. And you guys, let me take a look. Yeah, you guys dig my elevator music? I dig it. It keeps me calm. So I'm glad. You know what? It's the playlist that I put on. It's called Study. So you guys are officially studying with me. So let's do card polish. I just want to see if we can get any. This will pretty much tell you this will pretty much show me what's permanent and what's not permanent on these. Yeah, I thought that the design on this was really nice, isn't it? So let's just see. Here's what I'm going after, you guys. If you're like, what the heck are you talking about? It looks brand new. It does, but I just I'm just look for these little things. There's little marks, little things there. Right by his face, I can see little things. You know what I mean? It's just like, because it's easy to look at it like this and be like, yeah, it's perfect, but I am so anal about these crazy cards. You know, it just looks like a little, it just doesn't look the best. Because I got a couple of these, and some of them were really, like this one was the most noisy looking one out of the group. And thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time tuning into this, I do this every Wednesday night. And, I'll usually just try to pick out a variety. Tonight, I know it's like all modern baseball, but that's kind of unique because doing an all modern baseball show is kind of rare for me. I usually like the more beat up stuff, but then after getting into a couple boxes this week of the modern stuff, I realized that there's always room for card care. It's just kind of different. These were overall pretty darn good. But, like, for example, right here, I can already see something. There's, like, these 3-4 little lines, you guys, and I'm not joking you. There's, like, 3 little lines right next to his face. It's just little things like that I like. You know, it just has that... It doesn't have that grainy texture to it anymore. I love that wand light. If you guys see what I'm doing, I'm not really like looking at the player. And if you ever are like, why are you moving around the card so weird? I'm watching that light. Because if I see ripples or texture or something like that, I know I'm like, I got to go back and check it out. So I look at that circle and I look at that line. But then like, let's look at the bottom. It was like little crap like that was on the card. So let's just give it a shot. And here's another one, guys. Put your penny sleeve over the part you just worked on, so you don't keep going back and forth. Or if you feel comfortable wearing like, card glove, like gloves or rubber gloves or whatever, just whatever you're comfortable with, man. There's not just one way to do it. Just do it. You know what I mean? Just take care of your stuff. And I think that my synopsis on the 24 tops was, most of it would just be sitting here doing stuff like this. Was pretty darn nice stuff. 12 minutes. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, we're going to go over to that here in a second, you guys, because these soak pretty quick, the Topps Chrome. Let's just see if I could get any of that crap out of there. If you guys think I'm mental, you can tell me, but I swear that there was... Do you see in the front of his damn kneecap right there? I know it's so little, but I'm annoying like that, so bear with me. Hold on. All right, then we're going to go back and look at this. See, it's like, it's little things, you know what I mean? But that's better to me. I don't like seeing the little scuff marks there next to the guy's name. Looks good, right? All right, so let's put that to the side. Yeah, hey, no, you guys understand me. I'm not. I am mental, but we all kind of share that same attention to detail kind of thing. And you guys know it's not just cards, because I know anybody that likes card care. You guys are mental and anal and a bunch of other ways around your daily lives too. But you're safe here because I'm the same way. That looks sweet, doesn't it? Topps makes cool stuff, man. That's a good-looking card. And the reason I'm all dancing all over it, guys, I'm just watching that wand light. I'm just looking for any... Now we can enjoy it. Now let's just look at it. Looks good, doesn't it? That's cool. All right, so let's move on to something different. Now check this out. Let's do... So if we can look at... Okay, we got that island right there in the middle of the Julio. So the summertime in the park is taking a card soak, no problem. Let me, so's my table here, if you can see that. All right, so let me wipe this up, you guys, and then I want to go back to the Ohtani card. And I'm excited because this is the first time that I have soaked a Topps Chrome in a long time. I think that I was kind of talking about this, so let me show you something real quick, guys. It is that island in the middle that I was waiting to watch it fill. It's all the way filled up. Okay, so we started it like 13 minutes, you guys. That would be the fastest modern era card that I've had a full soak Prism has taken me like 20 plus minutes. So I'm just wiping off the, yeah, so Michelle's like 15 minutes, right? Yeah, Gem Farmer. Yes. I have. So guys, I'm answering a question from Gem Farmer. He said, have you ever had a card not take a soak? Yes. And it was a Topps product, I think. Bowman University. And I think Bowman University's Topps product. You guys would know better than me. Like, I swear, Topps or Panini, one of those. But it was, I couldn't, one of my customers asked me about it. And I'm like, no, I never ran into that. So I got some. And I couldn't get it, you know. So Denver asked tips for getting a chrome card to lay flat. So what I'll do, Denver, next is, let me show you. So let's see how we did, because we started off with that big like zipper rash kind of going all the way up the card, right? And check it out, it's totally gone. And if you guys are just joining me, let me I'll pull up a picture real quick, 1 second. I'll show you guys where we started. So that's where we started. If you guys can see that big kind of zipper rash going across it. Let me see. It was that. And so now, so Denver, I'll answer your question for sure. 1 second, buddy. But then, now we're like this. So my question was, hey, how do you get a chrome card from not like drying with a curve? So we're gonna start that right now. So like the finish looks really good still on the back. So step number 1, you guys, as soon as I get a card, and look at this, did not split. That's another thing I want to show you, because I'm always worried it would just like split open and fall apart, but it didn't. So we're cool there. So we're gonna put, for all night, I'm gonna hold the card between one side. You know, probably after we hang up tonight, you guys, I'll probably swap these mats out right before, probably around midnight, and then I'll go to bed. But what I'm gonna do is hold the card like this, because I need to, like, for lack of better terms, just gently retain this thing and have the card spray come out the sides and the top. It's not like drying a vintage card where it's all paper that dries from every bit of the surface area. The surface area doesn't even get wet on these cards. You know, they're plastic. So you got to dry it from like the inside out. So I'm going to do this, all right? And then tomorrow, I already know when I'm sitting here at the desk, these drying are the soaking plates that my buddy made for me. I'm not going to have any card spray in there, but I'm going to be sitting here, and I'll take this out, and while I'm sitting here at the desk, I want some regular air to get it. I'll just put it in there and put this on it so it just stays flat in there. So I'll go back and forth between the pads and open air, and then I'm going to show you guys this when we're done with it. All right, so cool. That's the soak part was successful. So now I'm just going to put this down, you guys. So pardon me, I'm going to stand up and go put this down on my desk. And then don't go anywhere, because we got... Oh, good news. This one's going to be done here in a second, too. And then I got a couple others. So hang with me if you guys got a few minutes, and we'll jump on those. Pardon me 1 second. While I'm over here, you guys can enjoy my elevator jazz music. So just vibe out and enjoy some jazz music. And all right, I'm back. So Denver, with your warped cards, where the whole pack is warped, did you ever just try holding? You don't need any card spray or anything like that. Did you just try I would put the card, if you guys have a warped chrome card, put it in a penny sleeve and put it between the plates and just hold it. Do a dry hold. Just put your clips over here, clips, hold the card flat. Don't use anything else, you know what I'm saying? So do that, all right? So, and hey, guys, thanks for being here, man. Thank you guys, everybody, for taking the time to chill tonight and be here. I appreciate it. We're learning some stuff together. I've never soaked a 24 Topps Chrome, so I didn't want to be selfish and do it without you guys. So thank you guys for being here, man. You know, so And now, that's a good question. So I got a question that said, hey, Kurt, if we need to buy something from you, where's the best place? Well, let me tell you a couple places because I want you to buy it where it's the best place for you. So here's the thing. My website is easy, kurtzcardcare.com. But if you're out of the country, if you're out of the United States, I now have like an easy international shipping set up on eBay. So like all over the world, just goes through the eBay international shipping, and they give you the great rates. So there. I also found out that a lot of people get like gift cards to Amazon and stuff like that. So if you guys if you got gift cards, we got a Amazon store, Kurt's Card Care on Amazon, and so those would be the spots. You know what I mean? But if you're if you're in the States and you want probably in the lowest rate, I'll pay for the shipping. Just go to the website. So few options based on where you're at. So this one was cool, you guys, because I was just watching this one and it worked all the way through. All right. Yeah, you guys, like, how many, what's a cool thing about card collecting is people from all over the world like card collecting. And it's cool as hell where I'll be talking to people about I'm making a mess over here, you guys. Sorry about that. I'm getting used to my new soaking trays. So let me just put this down over here if you guys don't mind. Pardon me 1 second. Okay, so anyways, I was saying that cool thing about this hobby is I get to meet so many people from all around the world that collect different things, and even not outside of cards, just cool things made out of paper, because it's kind of like, I've always been good with like, papers and plastics and things like that. So I get to see a lot of cool collectibles, and I just want to thank you guys. If you're one of those that reaches out to me and shows me stuff and asks me questions, like, really cool of you, man. I appreciate you guys. You're a great community. And seriously, I appreciate you. McNasty, what up? I'll tell you guys something. Like, sometimes I get anxious talking about, like, I always ask you guys, tell me something good, tell me a win, tell me something great. And I'll keep it short, but I'll tell you guys something cool. So, like, a few years back when I started showing off card care stuff like this, and I got to meet a lot of you guys, I started doing this out of my house where I am, out of my basement where I am. And then we started getting orders from collectors, and it grew over time, and now it's our jobs, and we have a team, and it's freaking awesome and fun. And it's just now it's to the point where it's like, it's too much for in my house. So I'll share some good news with you guys. We're building a new outbuilding on our property, which is going to be a lab, and it's going to be heated, like heat controlled, humidity controlled. I'm going to have like a crazy awesome air circulation system. I'm going to have it's going to be like production, like Lab Central 101. And I'm so excited. So I'll show you guys pictures, but I just, it's fun. I love stuff like that. So thank you guys. And, appreciate you guys, supporting something as, fun as just working on our cards together. But really, guys, I appreciate you all so much, more than I'm good at saying. So remember how I told you that the fingernail indents and stuff like that are harder sometimes than the big ones? Let me show you guys something. Look at, we just soaked this card and the whole back filled up, but look at, see the word 23? Ugh, I still see a sharp indent. So, but here's what I want. Well, let's do something about it. And it doesn't surprise me. That's why I even called it before we did it. I said that sometimes the sharpest little things can be the biggest pain in the butt. But here's what I want you guys to do. Remember this. It's soft right now, so we can do some things. So, let me zoom in. Duh, that's like helpful. So what I want to show you guys is this. Come on, light. I'm trying to get you guys to see this 23. I'm trying to catch it like that. You know what I mean? All right, so what I'm going to do is just use a Q-tip, put a penny sleeve over it, and while it's wet, I'm going to give it a little gentle massage, because I'm going to hold this card to start drying. But maybe if I can just get it a little bit smoother, it will just, flatten out while it dries. Oh, yo, Andy, what's up, man? Thanks for the mega endorsement. And you guys, thanks for the congrats. I appreciate that. Um, Phil, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Well, it's like I've always felt like it's cool to be happy for yourself. Like, like something that me and my buddies, we started doing our own businesses. Like, I've kind of never had a normal job. I've always had cool gigs, good jobs, and fun things that I got to do making a living. But I always felt like I've always been customer driven. I've always had customers. Like, I get to work with people, and I always felt like if everybody wins, it's just like a good thing. So it's like I love being able to like make something and teach something that other people can like send me. I guess it's like my ego or something, but like I love when people send me pictures and show me cool stuff and be like, dude, look what we did and look what we did with our cards. And it feels good, and it does. So I love being able to share that with you guys. So I appreciate that. All right, so this is all in the sake of testing, right? You know what I mean? So we'll find out. We'll find out if these ease out, because look at those did not ease out like that big indent on the Shohei. So let's just trust the process, as I would say. Let's put it between. Let's put it between some drying pads. 1 second. I'll do that. No, that one's wet. I grabbed the wrong one. Live show. I just threw those on the ground so they're out of the way. That's dry. That's dry. And then we'll clip it up. And even though, you guys, let me make sure sometimes I'll just ramble on, so I apologize about that. But like, what I'm trying to say, gather myself here, is even though I can still see that little indent in the back of that card right now, since it's going to take me a couple days to get this dry and back to whatever shape we land with, there's still plenty of room for like change and plenty of room for movement. You know what I mean? So I'll keep you guys posted on that. So I wish I could get all these done in just like 1 second and be like, hey, look at them, they're done. But we got good first steps, you know what I mean? Like, did some good first steps tonight. Don't go anywhere, you guys. I want to work on just a couple small things here, and then I'll let you guys go for the night. But these have some edge issues that I wanted to work on. It looks like I don't know if anybody else that opened up 24 tops. Overall, really good product in my opinion. I just had a couple things like you see, if you guys can see right there, that this like that edge snarl, like it's like it was caught in something maybe. They were like in the same place, kind of same thing right there. So I'll touch on that here in a second, and I'm thinking I can get that out of there. And I got a question. It's a good question. I can't hit every point of it right now, but like I got a question that said, what's the general guideline for when a full card soak is the right move? Really, if it's let's just say if it's a modern card like this and it has dents in the back, it's the only way I know how to, and it's got to be a chrome. It's got to be a heavy hard plastic front, okay? Or if it's an old vintage card, if it's really dirty, really, really dirty and wrinkled, soaking it is the easiest on the card, because it's just literally now it's going to be, it's not going to get any friction. You're not going to be putting any force on it. It's literally going into card spray, and it's almost like, finally, and it will release a lot of the dirt and the wrinkles and stuff like that. So if you want to, if you had any like more specific, I know it's real general, but if you had any specific, man, I appreciate you guys big time. So guys, if anybody on here that's ever asked me a question, I answer them. I answer every single one of them. I think card care like this, you guys, is really important. So I think it's really key to answer your questions. So don't ever be shy. I'll always answer, please. So let's just see here. What do I need? I need a flat surface. So what I noticed to you guys on a couple of these was just that simple bump, but like that simple bump, like let's just say like, you've never worked on a card before, and like if you guys have watched my show a lot, you guys will look at this and go, oh, come on, that's nothing, right? But like literally, if you've never worked on a card before and you got something really good, and you see this, you'd be like, well, shit, well, what do I do with this? Do I just like rub my fingernail on it or something like that? The devil is in the details on these damn things, you guys. So here's what I want you to do. When you see an edge issue, I know it's a little bit or like clunky for me to show. Okay, right there. You want to figure out before you push on it, because you get one chance to fix this thing. If you push it the wrong direction, you're screwed. You're going to see a mark in there forever. So this one looks to me, the reason it has if you guys can see this, it has like a bump. It's going up. So I need to close it, push it down. If I do that, it will look good. So let's give that a try. I always suggest you guys put a penny sleeve over the card, just protects it a little bit. I'm being quiet while my piano jazz plays. I know it sounds cheesy, guys, but I'm serious. Like, I love playing music, so I think and I'm always counting. It's a weird thing about me when I'm doing card care. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's almost like I'm counting music measures when I do this, but whatever, if you have like a little tick or something like that works for you, just do it. You know what I mean? Just find your little groove and just do it. There we go. Let's see. Nope, not all the way out yet. Hang with me. See, from here I can't see it, but when I showed you guys, I could see it. All right, pretty good, right? Let's see. Here's what it looked like. See the Jackson? See that little blip right there? They were in the same exact place. Let's do that one now. I'm going to do the same exact process. You guys will just put penny sleeve over it. And I just want to come from the top of it and just kind of like push that thing out of there. So I think that, guys, if you're buying 24 chrome, take a good look at all the corners and edges. Most of mine were fantastic. I just had a little, almost like where they hit like a spot in the conveyor belt or something. That might be a hard angle for you guys to see. Hold on 1 second. Right there. I can do a little better, so I owe it to you guys. I got to get it all the way out of there. But look that's nice because it doesn't, the paint doesn't crack or anything on the edges. The edges are real strong on the card. You know so just pay attention to your edges and corner. Everything else on these cards worked out really well. So let me flip this around. Yo. Thank you guys for watching all that. I know it was like a lot of like little things that we were looking for on these, but really I'd say my evaluation with the Topps Chrome 24 were like really nice cards overall. But I'm excited to dry them and just see how they turn out. So the Soto, we got I can't even remember who we soaked. No, the Soto's right here. The Julio Rodriguez. The Rodriguez is in here. And then we got the Ohtani over here, and hopefully they'll come out looking really good, you guys. It'll probably take me a couple days to get them. The key is like getting them dry is one thing, but I got to make sure that texture looks good before I can tell you guys that it's like worthwhile. You know what I mean? Because if it dries and it looks like crap, I'm gonna say don't even bother with it. So tonight was fun, right? It's cool to see that, and it's cool to see that it works, but just let me encourage you can practice along with me, you guys, and do the same thing, but just wait before you do like something big or something expensive. And let me hold on. Older eyes kicking in at night. Let me grab my glasses real quick. All right, children. Let's put on the specs here, and I want to read my my questions, if that's cool with you guys. All right. So, let me see. I feel like did I answer most of the questions tonight? And you guys, if you're just joining, tonight was like modern. Yeah, right. So tonight was like modern baseball night. So we soaked a couple cards. I don't know the results of them yet. Like, we had little indents on them. The fronts of these cards clean up wonderful, you guys, as you could imagine. You know, like, they're really they're real premium. So, like, card spray, card polish looks really good. And overall, I'd say Topps is probably a thumbs up product. I imagine most collectors like Topps. I don't get a ton of pictures daily about Topps, but I have got a few lately with those indents in them. So it was fun. It was fun to buy the box, and like I said, I got some good ones out of it. I'll show you guys. Did I show you guys this? I bought a Topps update, which was like a paper cards too, but I got a wooden card, which was cool. And in the Topps box, or in the Chrome, I got a gold Mookie Betts, Summertime in the Park, and then I got a Jackson Merrill, rookie auto too. So I got some cool ones. So it's fun to buy a box of product that I don't collect a lot, and then I got some good cards out of it, so I didn't feel like I got totally ripped off. I bought a box of Select basketball hobby box, and it was like, what, $500 or something like that? Holy crap. I got like, it was like retail. Like, I got nothing out of it. I think I got like an autograph of like an old like player from like the 80s or something like that, and I was like, holy crap, you know what I mean? So yes, you guys, let me look up here real quick. Sorry that I'm looking up here. I can't, the messages come through on my phone, but it only shows like a little bit. So that's why I'm always reading up here. So sorry if it looks like I'm like awkward or struggling over here. But yes, my buddy Robert makes the cool soaking trays, you guys. So Robert, you guys, what I'll do when I post the recap of this, which I'll do afterwards, I'll tag Robert on it, you guys, because yeah, support a good local. Well, I say local. Support a small business. Support a small, a card entrepreneur. But Robert's a great guy, guys, and he makes cool stuff. He's full of cool ideas. So I'm happy to support him. And I think that's it, man. If I missed anything, oh, you guys, here's what I want you to do. Let me wrap up with this. Don't hang up yet. Don't hang up. Couple things. I always want to put out like the best support and the best I know sometimes like watching this could be intimidating, especially if you've never worked on a card before and you're like, first thing you say is, oh, I can never do that shit. Yeah, you can. It's like a recipe. I can teach you. You know, so what I want you to do is, if you want to see more of this, go to my YouTube page, click on the playlist. I got everything on there. Springer cards. I'm gonna put a check mark in there. The chamois. You guys, if you guys remember last week, I even talked about them. I cut up some chamois, you guys. So, my point is, I'm always happy to try out some cool new things and do like new card care stuff here on these Wednesday nights, because that's how I learned all this stuff, was by practicing. But all the stuff that I have set up that you can count on over and over, I got the playlists on YouTube, and then if you go to kurtzcardcare.com, I have it very simple. Tabs on the top of the page that will say modern era stuff, vintage, and you just click on it, you guys, and I have all the do's and don'ts. It's not super hard to learn the basics, but if you need some support, I'm happy to I have a game plan for you, all right? I think card care is like 20% really doing it with your hands. It's really like 80% of it getting a game plan. And I was actually talking to one of my customers today, and he shared with me he struggles with multiple sclerosis, and I have some friends that have that, and it's hard on his hands. And it was cool because this conversation, we were talking about how he spends most of his time getting a game plan together, because sometimes his hands don't work the way his mind wants them to work. So he has to plan, execute. And I was just like, I had mad respect for him, because I was like, he likes working on his stuff so much that he'll sit and game plan, hope his damn hands will work for the session. And I was just like, I'm just a fan of people that are badasses, you know what I mean? And I just thought that was cool to me. So if you're watching, I appreciate you. But the chamois, you guys, what these chamois are for was one of my, and it's Mike from Hawaii. What's up, homie? Mahalo. You guys, you don't have to go get rid of your pads. I couldn't do card care without these. But when it comes time to start straight up drying a card, like a paper card, you can also we did some trading. We're doing some chamois timed, because it sucks the moisture out, and then finish them in the pads. It just helped cut down the drying time a little bit, and it was And it was cool. Cut down the drying time and it kept the cards flat. So I've only done a handful with the chamois, but it's cool. I liked them. Yeah, McNasty Sports Cards, I respect you for dealing with that, man. The diabetes is a fucker. My father-in-law, God rest his soul, he passed away. But man, at the end of his life, he's on dialysis every night. And just the stuff you have to do to stay alive. So you guys, take care of yourselves. Take care of somebody else. Your cards, sure, take care of those too. But I mean it, man. You never know how many people care about you and need you. And, and you got to be your best self to do your best work. So I just want to thank you guys for being here tonight on Wednesday Night Live. I appreciate you. And doing the new stuff was fun. Maybe I'll push myself to go buy some more new stuff because it is fun just to clean them up and polish them up. Sometimes I just thought it was too easy, and you guys would be like, duh, that's boring. But you know what? It's satisfying. Like, I'm sitting here looking at them right now. I got fingerprints all over them, and I'm like, I'm gonna clean these up right now. So I just gotta kick myself in the butt a couple times and get out of my normal comfort zone. But I appreciate you guys so much, man. I won't keep on yakking, but I got some cool stuff I'm gonna do this week. I got what do I got? Got some Pokemon stuff that I got in the mail that arrived. I got some vintage cards, of course. I got a Nolan Ryan rookie card I'm going to do. And we'll just have fun. I just doing something every day. I love seeing progress and being able to make cards look cool again. Hey, it works for me, and I know it works for a lot of you guys. So remember, man, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. So take care of yourself, man, and somebody else. I'll see you later.